Kindness is a valuable quality that everyone wants to have. However, do you know that sometimes excessive kindness can actually ruin your life? Those who are always ready to help others without setting boundaries for themselves can end up emotionally and physically drained. Stoicism teaches us that kindness doesn't always lead to good results. In reality, giving too much can cause you to lose yourself, turning your kindness into a burden. Don't let kindness ruin your life. In this video, we will explore 8 ways kindness can ruin your life and strategies to protect yourself. Stay tuned and learn valuable lessons to live a more balanced and stronger life. 1. People will doubt you. Kindness can put you in an awkward position when others begin to doubt your intentions. When you constantly help without asking for anything in return, people may question your motives. Stoicism teaches us that when you give too much without protecting yourself, doubt from others can easily arise. They will wonder whether you're truly helping them because you want the best for them or if there's some hidden agenda behind it. Kindness, when not applied correctly, can make you the target of suspicion rather than gratitude. Sometimes others may think that you're doing all these things just to receive attention, or that you have some hidden, unexplained motive. While you're trying to help them, they might feel skeptical about your good intentions. This can make you feel undervalued and unappreciated. Moreover, if you don't know when to stop, others might see you as an easy tool for their own benefit. Unconditional kindness will not be received positively if you don't set clear boundaries. Therefore, remember that self-control and balance are crucial for maintaining your reputation and respect from others. Only when you know how to protect yourself will others truly respect you. 2. Unrealistic expectations. Kindness sometimes leads you to set unrealistic expectations of others, and when they don't respond the way you hoped, you end up feeling disappointed and hurt. Stoicism teaches us that expectations should be based on reality, not on an illusion of how people will respond to what you do for them. When you continuously help without asking for anything, a part of you starts to expect that others will do the same when you need help, but reality doesn't always work that way. Setting unrealistic expectations on others only leads to exhaustion and vulnerability. You might feel that all your efforts are in vain when you don't receive the help, care, or attention you expected. This easily leads to feelings of disappointment and discouragement, especially when you see others doing nothing but still receiving good things from you. Stoicism reminds us that giving should come from a free heart and without excessive expectations of others. Learn to give without expecting anything in return, and understand that everyone has their own limits. When you practice Stoicism and live in inner peace, you will no longer be threatened by unrealistic expectations. The truth is, you can only control your own actions and cannot control how others respond to you. 3. Depletion of energy. When you spend too much time and energy helping others, you may find yourself drained without receiving adequate support in return. Stoicism teaches us that giving requires balance, otherwise you'll quickly feel exhausted, worn out, and unmotivated. Helping others is not wrong, but if you don't know how to take care of yourself first, the result will be that you'll have no energy left to help anyone, including yourself. Continuing to give without paying attention to your own needs will leave you feeling empty. This energy depletion doesn't just affect your physical health, but also strongly impacts your mental and emotional state. You may become irritable, impatient, and more vulnerable to stress. This reduces your ability to continue helping others effectively. Stoicism encourages us to maintain self-control, not only in our actions but also in how we distribute our energy. This means setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. The cost of always helping others without considering your own needs may be severe exhaustion, which makes it impossible to sustain kindness and assistance over time. Learn to care for yourself so that you have enough energy to help others sustainably. 4. Being seen as weak. When you continually help others without setting boundaries, you may unintentionally create an image of being weak, easily exploited. Stoicism teaches that strength is not about never refusing or always giving. It's about the ability to maintain principles and set boundaries to protect yourself. If you always help others and never say no, People might think you lack self-control and aren't strong enough to protect your own needs. When others see that you're always willing to do everything for them, they may take advantage of you and believe you lack the strength to assert your real needs. This can lead to a loss of respect and influence with those around you. You may become someone easily manipulated, and instead of receiving appreciation, you may face disrespect. Stoicism encourages us to build a strong image based on principles, not compromise. True strength comes from knowing when to help and when to say no. When you start setting limits and protecting yourself, you will earn more respect and will no longer be seen as weak. True strength is not about unconditional giving. It's the ability to control and decide when to help and when to stop. 5. Your goals will be overlooked. When you always prioritize helping others and place their needs above your own, you may unintentionally lose sight of the importance of your personal goals. Stoicism teaches us that to achieve lasting peace and happiness, we need to clearly define what matters to us and not let external factors distract us. But if you're constantly focused on meeting others' needs, you'll forget about your own goals and ideals. Every time you prioritize helping others, you create a large gap in achieving your personal goals. When you don't know how to set boundaries, you can easily get pulled into the demands and desires of others, leaving you with no time or energy to focus on the things that are truly important to you. Instead of moving closer to your dreams, you'll find yourself running after endless external demands. Stoicism emphasizes that to live a meaningful life, you need to know how to set goals and protect them. If you can't establish a boundary between helping others and pursuing your own goals, you'll easily lose yourself and become someone who lives only for others. So remember, your goals cannot be overlooked. They are the path to your happiness and success. 6. Attracting the wrong people. When you continuously help everyone without discrimination, you're likely to attract the wrong people into your life. Stoicism teaches us that giving should be done with consideration and wise choices. If you're always open but don't know how to filter, you'll become a target for people who aren't truly well-intentioned and those who simply seek to exploit your kindness. The wrong people will approach you because they see that you're easily willing to help without ever saying no. This can lead to you being surrounded by people who only come to you when they need something, without any real intention of building a sincere relationship. They might be people who constantly demand help without caring about you, or even individuals who lack a positive life purpose and only expect to receive without giving anything in return. Stoicism encourages us to have a clear perspective on those around us. Instead of giving endlessly without discernment, you need to evaluate and choose healthy relationships, those with people who share the same vision and goals. When you learn how to protect yourself from the wrong people, you will have the time and energy to nurture relationships with those who truly add value and support your objectives. This not only helps you avoid being exploited, but also protects your inner peace. 7. It can lead to addiction. When you continuously give without paying attention to self-care, you can easily fall into the habit of becoming addicted to helping others. Stoicism emphasizes that to lead a balanced life, you need to practice self-control and act based on reason, rather than letting emotions dictate every decision. When giving becomes a routine without thoughtful consideration, you gradually lose control and feel like you must help others at any personal cost. The feeling of helping others may provide immediate gratification, but if you don't know when to stop, it can become an addiction. You may feel like you need to keep giving in order to feel valuable, forgetting that you also need to care for yourself. When you don't set boundaries, the dependence on pleasing others increases, leading to burnout, a loss of identity, and a lack of personal happiness. Stoicism teaches us that we must have self-control, uphold personal principles, and not let bad habits dominate our lives. If you feel that helping others has become an uncontrollable habit, it's time to reassess and rebalance. Don't let kindness turn into an addiction. Instead, know when to help and when to protect your energy and time. 8. People will expect more. When you continuously help others without setting boundaries, over time, they will come to expect it and assume you will do everything for them. Stoicism stresses that we need to maintain self-esteem and self-respect. And giving should not become an uncontrolled habit. When you are too generous with your kindness, others begin to view it as your responsibility and expect you to always be available, help without needing anything in return. This not only exhausts you physically, but also causes emotional harm. When you can't meet the growing expectations of others, you will feel like a failure and dissatisfied. They may not realize that you also have limits and need time to rest and recharge. This can easily lead to feelings of being exploited and unappreciated. Stoicism teaches us that giving should be intentional and have limits. Continuously helping others without expecting anything in return will only make them expect more, while you will feel increasingly depleted. Remember, sincere giving is important, but you also need to protect your time, energy, and inner peace. We all want to live a life full of kindness, but only when we know how to balance and protect ourselves does kindness truly bring value. Stoicism reminds us that sometimes it's not about giving everything, but knowing when to stop to preserve our inner strength. Don't let kindness become a burden. Instead, learn to use it wisely to build a life of happiness and prosperity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it so that more people can realize the value of balance. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you for joining us, and continue applying the Stoic lessons to live stronger and more self-controlled every day.